starting Thursday when my wife went back to work 2 Thursdays ago now. My intention was to take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off and start a new schedule on Monday. Thursday and Friday went so bad. Hey, what's up, Citizen Insane? Thursday and Friday went so badly, so poorly, I should say, that there's just absolutely no way that I can stream on Monday. Is what happened then. So we go through the weekend. I'm like, okay, on Monday we'll see how it goes. I started doing some sleep training with Logan to try and get him to sleep and stuff. I am literally busy with him every 20 minutes. There's no time longer than 20 minutes where I could actually play a game during the daytime as of right now. So that is my current issue. He should be on like a 3-hour cycle where he eats, which takes about 15 or 20 minutes, and then he plays, which takes about 15 to 20 minutes before he gets tired, and then he goes Busty Jan, and then he goes then he starts to get sleepy, and then he sleeps for a while for the rest of the 3 hours. Then he wakes up and does it all over again. That's what he's supposed to be doing right now. That's what he should be doing right now. But instead what he's doing is he's doing all of those things within an hour. So he's eating, playing, and then getting so tired that he can't do anything else and needing to go to sleep, but not sleeping. So by 30 minutes after he's woken up and eaten and played for like 10 minutes, he's already needing to go back to sleep because he's not getting any sleep. And so I start trying to get him to go to sleep, and it takes so long to get him to go to sleep because he's colicky. He cries the whole time. He does not want to go to sleep. He fights it constantly. He's irritated from the acid reflux and just a bunch of other little things that are going on with him that keeps him from being able to sleep. The second you lay him down, he gets all these like spit up problems and stuff. So anyway, by the time I finally get him to sleep, it's so close to time for him to need to eat again that he might sleep for like 20 or 30 minutes, and he's already waking up because he's starving to death. And so then it compounds the problem of, with babies, the less sleep that they get, the harder it is for them to get sleep. So then because of that, he's so tired at night that he doesn't actually sleep like he should. And for a baby that's supposed to be getting 15 hours of sleep a day, he was getting like 8 or 10 or something, which is extremely low. So I have not been able to do anything. I've literally, during the day when my wife's at work, I literally have him in my arms every hour for like 40 minutes, and then he sleeps for like 15 or 20. And then he wakes up constantly even during the sleeping. So it's pretty bad. And then at lunchtime, I take him up to my wife's job, so around noon, so he can breastfeed, and so she can keep her supply going because she's pumping, and we're feeding him with the bottle. I'm feeding him with the bottle breast milk during the day, and that's going okay. But it's the sleeping thing that's compounding the problem. So for the first like several days of this last week, I was so exhausted that I was basically just dead on my feet all day long. And then we actually got a little bit of sleep for a couple of nights. And my only saving grace is when my wife comes home from work, she takes over taking care of him. But then there's still stuff we have to do, like, you know, all the added laundry and cleaning up dishes. And my wife can't do a full-time job and the baby, taking care of him as much as we're having to take care of him right now. So I'm having to pick up the slack with some of that stuff too. And I've just literally had no time. And so I didn't even get to start putting the streaming room together until probably Thursday. And I started working on it on Thursday night when my wife got home. And then this last Thursday. And it's taken me, you know, Friday morning she's back at work. And then she got off early on Friday, so I got to work on it all afternoon Friday. I started working on it on Friday about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I worked on it until like 10 p.m. And then yesterday or Saturday I worked on it a bunch, and then now it's Sunday and I'm still not quite done with it. Some of my stuff that I needed to install to put up is broken on delivery, basically, so I have to send it back, and I'm waiting on things. My sound is being weird. It just isn't going right. So The good, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I could sit down in here and turn the stream on and just leave it on all day, like I said I was going to. But I didn't even have anything like set up to like have him in here or to be able to stream or anything. I can't stream for 10 minutes. Nobody's gonna sit here and wait on me for an hour to watch me play a game for 10 minutes, and then wait an hour, watch me play a game for 10 minutes, and then wait an hour and a half while I drive to my wife's job, have her breastfeed him, and then drive back home and all that kind of stuff. So I just didn't bother trying to put the stream up in the middle of that. Plus, my computers and stuff were just kind of not even hooked up anywhere. They're just in flux, with me trying to get everything moved. My wife she works for WIC, actually, WIC, Women, Infant, and Children. She's a breastfeeding coordinator, and she works with it's the welfare system in Texas for women, infants, and children, like people that need food and stuff. So she makes like meal plans for people where they can, like it basically says this is legally what you can buy with the money from the state that pays for you to get food for yourself and your child, kind of thing. And they can't just go and buy like a bunch of ho-hos or something like that. So yeah, Tavo, we've tried everything, man. We've tried everything. I even bought like a really expensive like motorized swing thing for him to try and see if swinging the crap out of him would get him to go to sleep, and he just nothing works except actually carrying him around. So I basically hold him either over my shoulder or like kind of cradling with him sitting up really straight, because he can't, when he lays back, he gets the acid reflux problems and he has a hard time going to sleep. And so walking like that, and then I like hum songs to him and he falls asleep. Say what? I can get him to go to sleep in like a minute. Like, I can get him to go to sleep very quickly. The second you put him down, he knows it. He wakes up, he starts screaming. He doesn't like it at all. So the sleep training thing is a thing where I started out doing it last week. It basically broke my heart the second I started doing it, because I put him down. He started screaming like a crazy person. And, I would wait 5 minutes and then go in and calm him down and then leave him in the crib and then go back out. He would start crying, wait 5 minutes of crying, go back in, reassure him that I'm there. It took 21 minutes the first time for him to go to sleep. The second time, he just wasn't going to go to sleep. I couldn't do it long enough to get him to go to sleep, so I ended up like picking him up, carrying him around and stuff like that. Yeah, we've done that on here. It's just really hard to do with a baby. What's up, McGruber? How's it going, man? Yeah, Logan is still in alpha. So he's not quite 4 months old yet, and from everything we read, between like 4 and 6 months is when their sleeping habits really start to change, and they can actually start to sleep during the night and stuff like that. Actually, yes, Air Marshal Ben. If I put him in the car, he will usually go to sleep. And when my wife goes for a walk on the weekend with him in the stroller, he will go to sleep. No, Kellamore, it's not. It's normal. Like when a baby hits like a certain age, they have to learn to self-soothe themselves a little bit. So you have to let them cry a little bit for them to get used to it. We were basically, like all along, we've basically been doing like 100% attachment stuff, so like he's always with us. He never, he's never away from us ever. He sleeps in the bed with us. Because of the problems he had when he was born, with his throat and stuff like that, when we would, like as an infant, the second we would lay him down on his back anywhere, he would immediately start gagging. Like he could not breathe. And so we trained him just out of necessity to sleep up with us in the bed. So like my wife would basically just sit up in bed and hold him straight up all night and try to sleep. So like I said though, I can put him to sleep. Like I can get him to sleep. I scream for 15 minutes at him. Yeah, say what did 15 minutes of yelling at children to get them to go to sleep. You're gonna go to sleep, you little bastard. So I can put him to sleep. Like, I have magic touch when it comes to that. Like, I can pick him up. I know exactly how to hold him. I can put him to sleep like that. Worst case scenario, if he's like really, really overtired and irritated, it might take me 5 or 10 minutes. But I can put him to sleep. It's just the second that you lay him down anywhere, in a swing, in a bed, in the little rocker thing, whatever, he wakes up, he freaks out, and he can't handle it. So sometimes during the week, I've been like in the recliner in the living room. Once I get him to go to sleep, because I know he needs to sleep so badly, I won't even risk like putting him down in the crib. I'll just sit down in the recliner and lean back with him asleep on my chest. So, oh yeah, we would never let him cry that much. That's crazy, honey. We would never let him cry like that. That's a lot. It's literally like a 5-minute thing. So I do that actually on hers. I do that. He gets a lot of gassy issues, and he needs to be he needs his belly rubbed. It happens a lot actually. My wife does make sure I have the follower stuff all set up. Even it doesn't really matter today anyway. My wife does like a belly massage thing for him, like before we go to bed, as like a little bedtime routine thing to help him out. I've heard of that before. Hey Finn, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. All right, well, let's play this. If you guys have any specific questions, feel free to ask me. The good news is the plan is for Whole Truth to come back out next week. So after the next weekend, it should come out. It'll probably be on Monday, because I can't work on it on Mondays or Tuesdays, period. It's just not going to happen with the baby the way he is right now. So I'll be doing it on Saturday and Sunday and finishing it on those days. As far as streaming goes, what I'm going to try to do this coming week is, as soon as my wife goes to work, which is at 7:30 a.m., I know this is probably too early for a lot of people, but you European folks will like it. At 7:30 a.m., I'm going to try to eat breakfast real quick and get dressed and stuff like that. And then I'm going to come in here and start streaming at like 8 a.m. because his nighttime sleep habits will he usually sleeps the first part of the night for a couple hours, and then after my wife feeds him and goes to work, he'll sleep for like 2 to 2.5 hours. So I'm going to stream at like 8 a.m. and I might be able to get like an hour and a half of streaming in at that time, because he's been sleeping until about 9:30ish after my wife goes to work, 9 to 9:30ish. So we'll have to see. Sometimes he'll even sleep till 10. He slept till 10 like once. So I hate the fact that the stream has gone so downhill. We're losing all of our viewers and stuff. But I apologize to you guys. There's really nothing I can do about it. We'll just have to build it back up when the time comes and I can get back on here. So I also will plan on trying to get in like a Friday stream in the afternoon at the very least, because my wife gets off at noon on Fridays. Central Standard Time, Lopo? Central is that time, 8 o'clock. That's what time I'm in. What's CEST? I don't recognize that one for some reason. Hey, Demo. Hey, Rat, what's up, dude? And if any of you guys are coming in just now and you missed all the update stuff, I'll highlight it after the stream so people can actually see it and read it and stuff. I think it's actually GMT -5 right now because of daylight savings time, which is weird. All right, we're going to start a new game here.